In my opinion, this is one of the most unpredictable passing sequences in jiu-jitsu. It's the combination of knee cut with jumping pass. Often when you go for the knee cut, your opponent will try to clear out their bottom leg. This makes it easy to pin the top leg to the floor and jump to the side to pass. I'm going to include some sparring narration in the end of the video, so be sure to watch to that. And as always, if you guys like the content, like, subscribe, and click the bell button. So this pass combination is built off of two threats. We have a knee cut threat as the start, and then the other one is going to be jumping to the opposite side. So the first threat to understand is the knee cut, and there's two main kinds of knee cut. There's a top pant control and bottom hand lapel, and then there's a top hand lapel, bottom hand pant control. This is more of a classic one. We pin this leg, grab the lapel, split the legs, and then we come in and finish here. This one can be really good, but often your opponent will lasso this top foot over to try to defend, right? So when we control the top pant leg instead, he cannot lasso because I'm controlling this leg, as well as if he gets the knee shield in the way, I can actually push it out of the way and try to continue back to more of a classic finish here. Sometimes when I push this out of the way, he'll grab like a single leg grip, and then I can center him up, and I'll do a video on this in the future and go for a face crank, but it's a great threat to enter the guard, right? So his legs are up, we have the pant legs, I move around a little bit, I turn him to the side, I drop my shin on his thigh here, turn this way a little bit. Yeah, I drop my shin on his thigh here as I land and get this lapel. So from here, I hold this tight, I stiff arm this pant leg, you can go around that side. I stiff arm this pant leg here behind me. Once I get this behind me, my armpit is in front, I can now let go and grab his back or pummel and block the bicep because I don't have to worry about that leg anymore. Once I'm through, he can't even lasso because my body is in front of the leg, right? He can't lift this up to lasso. So once I've cleared this through, I come in here, grab the sleeve or the elbow, and I can finish the pass. Now, what will often happen here is as I enter and go in here, one of the main defenses people will do as you're threatening this is they'll try to get this leg back out. Once this leg is back out, it's hard to finish the knee cut pass because this leg is in the way, it's no longer trapped. But for him to clear this out, he often will lose the tension in this leg. It's very difficult to bring this back out without this one getting dropped to the floor. So what that will look like is I'll be here going, right? And now he starts to bring that leg back out and this one drops to the floor. So you can go back on this side. So this one will drop to the floor as I do this. So I'm here like this, right? So I'm driving here, right? And now he brings that leg back out and this drops. As this drops, my left hand is going to control the lapel. You go over here, right? It's going to control this lapel, right? And I'm going to stiff arm here and stand up. This gives me balance, right? Now this leg cannot come back up off the floor. I circle this way and I jump. As I jump, he can't lift this leg to block me because it's stuck on the floor, right? So I'm here like this, keep that leg up, yep. I'm like this here, even if he has like a collar sleeve here, like this, here, like this, I jump over and now his hips are completely open to come in on the pass. You can even threaten this if he's sitting up. So if he's sitting up, instead of going lapel and pant leg here, sometimes I'll get this lapel first and this pant leg, and I just start to push him down here, expecting him to bring that bottom leg out. As soon as he brings it out, you can see this guy is getting stuck on the floor. I jump over and come in on the pass. Okay, so this first sequence here, I'm actually coming up from double guard, and I already have the grip on the pants, so I pin his leg to the floor and I start to initiate with that cut. As I go for the cut, he clears that bottom leg out, and you can see his leg is fully trapped. I do a nice jump there. Here I try to shuck his feet towards the floor to finish the pass, but he's able to turn in a little bit and try to come into a single leg. So I try to circle to the back here, but I end up back in the guard, and I'm gonna do another pass sequence. So I set a little space, I get a grip on both legs, I try to jam his knees to the chest, and that usually causes an overreaction to extend, which gives an opening to do a throw by. I try here, he ends up getting his knee back tight to his chest again, and now I switch my hand to his knee, and I can start pressing it open to create an opening to come in for the pass. Again, I come through, he tries to go for the single leg, but often this exposes an opportunity to go to the back. I get in here and now start digging for the choke. So the next sequence here, we start off, I have both pant legs. I trap the leg, and I think he goes to De La Hiva here. I'm trying to cut. He ends up letting go and transitioning to turn to his right side. So as he turns here, I push that leg behind. It's hard to get back. I start to progress my hand up towards the lapel, and now he's almost fully in the cut, but he frames hard enough to get that bottom leg out. You can see it there. And now that top leg is just overextended, very easy to jump over, clear. This is another thing I like to do is if I pass and my opponent turns in really hard, I just transition to the mount position, because when they're turning in with that strong underhook, they don't have any protection against the knee coming over. Okay, so now this sequence, I'm starting with him sitting up. So like I showed in the video, I grab that lapel and I initiate by moving to my left a bit. And then now as I go, again, I get that leg back. And even if it's extended a bit, if I hop high enough, he can never catch your leg, and it makes it easy to come over. In this case, I have his arm trapped, so I come over to mount and I just go straight to an arm triangle, and I do kind of an arm triangle Ezekiel finish here. And this last sequence is actually Leandro low. And in this sequence, he's, again, entering for that cut, and you see he's got the knee up on the chest, kind of flattening the guy. And then he pushes really hard to get that bottom leg out. And always when they do that, that top leg gets pinned down. So now you can see that foot completely trapped to the floor. And now he does that nice jump around. Here he transitions up to north-south. Again, shucks those legs towards the floor and gets the finisher.